Hi, welcome to Top Whistle, the Irish whistle review show. On this episode I'm reviewing the Syn Whistle, which is made by the legendary whistle maker Earl Bartlett of Australia. It's a high-end handmade whistle. It's made of aluminium. It has a brass tuning slide for those who are fussy about achieving concert pitch. But one of the interesting things about this whistle is it has interchangeable key bodies. There are 8 bodies in total, and each key body costs 20 Australian dollars. The heads themselves, if you want a spare or a replacement for that matter, cost 70 Australian dollars. It's a high in demand whistle professional, so I hear, and it has, one of the things that I like about this thing at a glance is it has a very nice sleek design to it, and one of the things that I've also observed about this is it also has a very thick cylindrical bore, which is very different compared to other whistles on the market like the traditional Clarks and Generations. But does it make it any better? Well, is it even worth the price to pay from what I've described? Well, we're about to find out. After playing the instrument, one of the interesting things I've found about this whistle, it has a very unique humming, buzzing noise, which gives it quite a unique identity, like so. Which makes this whistle not being as generic or the same as other whistles that are out there on the market. I like it, some others may not. Moving on to the good points of this whistle, it's very, very loud. For instance, if you're playing in a band, a concert, in an orchestra, this will be heard. And the same applies if you're playing in a bar where people are talking, glasses are clinking, this thing will be heard, guaranteed. It won't be drowned out by any other instruments or anyone talking over you. When it comes to air requirements, it's pretty average at best. You won't easily run out of breath because it requires a lot of back pressure as you blow into the narrow mouthpiece, which, along with the narrow bore, having the thick cylinder, helps it be quite loud. When it comes to clogging, I noticed after 15 to 20 minutes it starts to gurgle, so once you've cleared the mouthpiece, it'll be fine for another 15 to 20 minutes of continuous play. Now, moving on to the bad points of the whistle, I noticed that before you play, you have to warm it up. It's not a pick up and play whistle like others that are out there. And also I found that when it came to handling certain key bodies, they definitely have different unique breath handling requirements. For instance, lower octaves like B flat needed to be blowed into harder to get a sound, and I found it was sometimes a hit or miss affair to achieve the desired octave in certain songs, so sometimes you wouldn't get the desired octave in the song that you want. So it requires a lot of practice and a lot of knowledge to play specific keys. But I did find one of its redeeming features is when it came to the higher octaves like D to E flat, there was no problems on that front. They were virtually identical from a handling perspective. But when it comes to busking, playing outdoors, this is not a very good whistle for wind resistance. If it's in a windy environment, I can 100% guarantee you the wind will completely disrupt the song play as it's been played, so this is not a very good outdoor whistle. It's good on the indoors but not on the outdoors. And when it comes to the E and F sharp keyholes, some users may find they're a little too close together, so it may not always be comfortable for certain users, depending on their taste. And lastly, it's not a whistle that's what I'd recommend for a novice player. This is definitely a whistle I'd recommend for a professional to advanced player. After playing around with the whistle and weighing the pros and cons, I decided to score it a respectable 9 out of 10. You get plenty of good value from this whistle, especially considering that ordering the multiple key bodies are cheap, as opposed to spending a ton of money on individual whistles to a specific key. It's definitely a whistle that I would highly recommend for advanced players looking for an upgrade. If you want to purchase this whistle, in the description box below is Earl Bartlett's email address. You can order it directly from him, but he's a busy man and sometimes he has a big backlog of other orders, so sometimes there'll be a delay ordering from him. Alternatively, I've left additional websites below where you can also purchase from them for a more direct to your home purchase. If you wish to follow my show, do please hit the subscribe button, and if you want to request me to review a specific whistle of your desire, please leave a comment in the comment box below, and I look forward to hearing you all again soon. Goodbye.